Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Color Sunday. I'm going to be working in Wild Magic, Witches and Wizards, and this is by Selina Fenech. And I love this book, but I haven't finished a page in it. And I started on this one a good while ago now, and I was thinking it would be fun to continue working on him. And it's the Wizard and Wolf page, and I was kind of going with like a green theme, I guess, with his hat. So I'm going to try and incorporate that in the rest of his clothing. But yeah, I'm going to pick out some colors and we'll get to coloring. I did base some of his face and the hat with alcohol markers, but I decided to kind of stop there and just go in with pencils. I don't know if it'll look weird because this is kind of like a scarf thing, but I'm just going to keep going with the green because I wasn't sure what to do. And this is good of a plan as any, really. I was afraid I wouldn't get to film my Let's Color Sunday video because my tripod, I don't know if anyone remembers me complaining about it, but it was broken and it was like tilting really weird, and then finally it just completely like came undone and like springs shot out of the thing that holds up the arm. And I tried to fix it, but I decided to get another one, and I kind of like this one better, so it kind of worked out in the end, because I got one that I feel like is easier to work with, and I feel a little more confident using this new tripod. Anyway, so long story short, I was able to film. But I'm using Prismacolors and just continuing on with the green on down his like tunic front here. But I figured, excuse me, I don't know, I was kind of getting the feeling he was kind of like a forest wizard. So I guess I could have went like with gray. Could have been like a Gandalf themed wizard. I tried darkening up around the bottom of the like scarf thing, or here with the brown. See if that makes it a little bit darker. But I'm using, if anyone is interested, dark green, moss green. This might be kelp green, but the it's worn away, but it's 1090. And then lime peel. Going in with that moss green. The thing I'm most intimidating about that is most intimidating about this is like kind of the castle in the background, but I think I'm going to have a plan, but I'm gonna try and make it kind of like a silhouette in the back, like distance, I guess. I don't know what words I'm trying to think of, but I'm gonna try to do that and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully you can't hear the background noise too much. But it's been a really lazy week for me. I'm excited to start another week and getting closer to Thanksgiving, which is always nice to spend time with my family. I can't believe it is almost Thanksgiving. That moss green always has a lot more of a brownie tone to it, like undertone, than I am expecting. But I think it still works out. Hopefully. But it's Amazon paper, so it's not always the easiest to work with, even though I try and spend a long time on it. Also, I haven't been coloring as much, so I just feel a little bit rusty. It's hard to sometimes get kind of back into it, and I don't know, I guess just have the confidence that what I'm doing is what I want to do, if that makes sense. So I'm happy to make myself, you know, get into coloring a little bit more. But it's already the 10th, so, well, it'll be the 11th, I guess. Or maybe it is the 10th. I don't know what day it is, really. So most of the month is already gone, and I haven't been coloring much of anything. To be honest, I have been really getting into playing Animal Crossing again. I don't know why. It's just been sounding like something to do. Just kind of mindless, you know. So I've just been playing that. And it's been taking a lot of my time lately. I'm still working on the 50 Autumn miniatures, I think. And I need to finish that and finish editing that. And I will need to start my Portrait of the Mermaid color along. I was thinking that I would do it like I've done before, where it's a like real-time color along and I kind of talk through it, but honestly I don't think anybody really wants to hear me for that long. So I think I'm gonna try and do several like silent color alongs. I would put music to it, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with my the music I was using, and I still haven't figured out exactly how I want to add the music to the videos. So for now I'm just gonna go with silent color alongs. I did a majority of this part in my living room, and I don't know, it's just not very bright in that room, so sometimes I feel like I could do a better job. if I could see it a little bit better. And it looks fine. I'm just being extra critical. But I've been playing so much Animal Crossing that I haven't even done any knitting. I'm afraid if I don't knit for a while, I might forget how to do it. So I really need to pick that up. Just too many hobbies sometimes. It's a problem. And not to mention trying to fit them into the week with a ton of work as well. And all the other things that pile up throughout the week, like housework and stuff. But I love that on Sundays I can take, well, it's actually almost Sunday. It's really late Saturday night. But I like that I can take a few minutes just to sit down and work on something. It's been really fun. And I really have been thinking about doing another coloring plans video, but we're already pretty far into November, so I don't know if that would be worth doing. But I kind of want to pick out some different books, because a lot of the ones I picked out in the other coloring plans video were mainly for like Halloween. Not that I can't color them now. I sometimes, you know, will still color Halloween things when it's not Halloween, but I don't know if I'm really wanting to color them, so I might have to pick some different pages out. I really need to sit down and look at all my works in progress and set them aside and really try to work on getting that number to be less. I think it would be, you know, make for a productive coloring month, because I have a ton of those. I guess the thing I'm most excited about coloring is, and that really is my problem, I get so excited about coloring and starting on pages that I tend to just kind of drop what I'm doing and move on to the next thing and think to myself, I'll get back to it eventually. It's not, eventually isn't always mean like, you know, soon. But I guess, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm excited about coloring the Eva Ninkunen Patreon coloring page this month. She released the one for November, and I think it is really cute. It's a Princess and the Frog themed page, I'm pretty sure. But I really like how she did the coloring page. It looks really awesome. And I'm really excited to get started on that one. It'll be fun to come up with combination for the clouds. It's one of my favorite things to color. A lot of clouds though, so it'll take a little while to get through them. But I don't know, I find them to be so rewarding when you finish it. They really can transform a page. I couldn't tell whether or not, like, this piece, it looked different, so I did color it a different color, but part of his shirt kind of hangs down in the back here, but then there's also like a part down here, and I don't know if I should make it brown or green. I don't know. I might go with green just to be on the safe side because I don't want to mess it up. I guess it wouldn't really matter all that much whether it was brown or green, but it's sometimes hard to tell. Try not to get green on the wolf. It'd be fun to do like black fur on the wolf. I might have to try that out. Sorry if I'm being quiet. I was wanting to finish up this sleeve here. Extra concentration when I try to go fast. You'll probably hear the football game in the background. But I wanted to color, so I just went ahead and colored even though it was slightly noisy. Yeah, altogether it's been a pretty uneventful week. It's just been busy with work, and that's pretty much all I seem to do anymore is go to work and come home and go back to sleep and do it all over again. So there's just not been a whole lot of time to sit down to color, which I know is like my motto for life. I don't know why, but I'm always so disappointed when I just can't seem to conjure up the energy to sit down and do some coloring. Because I want to, but I end up falling kind of like nodding off as I color. And then it's just like, I don't know, just not very efficient. It takes me forever to finish one thing. It takes me forever even when I'm not sleepy, much less falling asleep in the process. I really like how his outfit's turning out. I think it looks really cool. I think I'm going to do the belt gold color, but I might kind of move on, work on something else just to kind of break up the monotony of coloring one thing. But I'm going to go ahead and look into getting some other colors out, and we'll see what to color next, I guess. As always, I got several pencils for doing the tiniest of little parts, but I kind of wanted the book to look a little bit like antique, old, well, you know, well-used book. I assume it's like his, you know, spell book. So I'm just going to take like a brownish color and start adding that in certain areas. So then I'm going to go in with ginger root. I don't want it to look too green, but just add a little bit of this. And I thought it would be fun to add like a pop of color. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. I don't know if that's a letter or a symbol. I'm just going to kind of do the best I can. I'm going to go over it with like the gold. It might look weird, I don't know. I didn't want it to be, but you know, you can find like those intricate designs in older like books and stuff, so I don't know, just a little something extra. And then I'm going to take cream and just kind of try and blend it all out. Thought about taking white, but again, I want it to kind of look antique. Like, you know, yellowed, old looking paper. I like it. I think it's turning out good. Just go in with a little bit of touching up. Just kind of separating out those sections. I'm not going to do anything too major with like the actual book part. Just going to go in with a really dark, I think this one is indigo blue, and just kind of go over that so it, you know, shows up But this is the hardback part of the book. Oh, I think that book looks really cool. I like how it's turning out. Okay. Okay, the book's done. So what next can I work on? I have to get out more colors too. I don't want to bore y'all with that part, so I'm gonna grab some more colors and figure out what to do next. I decided to work on his like staff here, and I don't know, I just wanted to keep it simple and continue with like the browns and the greens and maybe gold accents, or you know, gold for the metal parts. And so I'm just gonna go in with some green colors and kind of make it look kind of like gemstones, I guess, because I wasn't really sure what else to do. So just try to make it look kind of different. Sorry, trying to think what color I wanted to use next. I had it picked out, but I kind of let it get mixed in with the pile of pencils I'm accumulating over here. What color was that? Okay, we got that one. Maybe it was just grass green, I think. I wanted the green to be a little bit different than his outfit, so I was trying to choose from brighter ones because this is more of like a muted tone. So kind of go for a more emerald tone, I guess. And got spring green. Go over top. And then maybe just to kind of really bring out that highlight, I will just go in with the white. And I thought about doing different colors for the gems, but I don't know, I couldn't really decide on what would look good and wouldn't be too distracting, I guess, kind of take away from the greens and the golds. So I just gonna do them all green color. Sometimes less is more. It's a lesson I've been having to learn with coloring, because you can throw a little too much at a page, for me at least. Got a little bit, made it look a little bit weird. Sharpen those edges up a little bit more. And this is peacock green. I'm using as the darkest of the colors. And then grass green and spring green. And then white, just to really bring out the highlight, make it look a little shinier. I guess I could have used red. It'd look Christmassy. He already looks pretty Christmassy though. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going with the green. Just tell myself to stop trying to change what I already decided on. the tiny one here, probably just use 2 colors on that one. Okay, so then next I'm going to go in with the gold colors. I don't really have, forgot to get a yellow color out. My yellow colors are looking pretty sad lately. I wouldn't think yellow would be such a popular color with me, but I guess I use it on stuff. I don't know. I do a lot of gold metal type colors, so I guess that's where they're all going. And hair color too. So I'm just gonna use brown first to kind of darken up the edges. And I don't know, I try to tell myself to be a little more chatty in these videos, and then I just end up telling y'all what I'm doing more than anything. And I know you probably get tired of that. Make sure I clean my white off and use it to highlight the gold color as well. I made that mistake many times where I just forget that I've used the gold on something and then go in, not the gold, the white, and go in to highlight something else and end up smearing like a big bunch of green on something I don't want it to be green. I really need to get a new gold Prisma. I wish they had the whole full set open stock at Hobby Lobby, which is my closest art store, and they only have like, I don't know, maybe 30 of them. So some things are, I'm kind of running out of some things. Sorry, I was making sure y'all were still in frame. But yeah, on my Animal Crossing, I guess it's kind of been bothering me that I still kind of have essentially work in progress as far as the island goes. If you know what Animal Crossing is, you kind of build up your island, and so I don't know, I've just really been wanting to work on that. Find it kind of relaxing. This is kind of intricate, this detailed work here. I seen that well, I don't know how long ago it was that she released a new book, but it might have been something about dragons. Selina Fenech did, and I was thinking about getting that. I just don't know anything about it, if it's based off of a book or if it's just about dragons, because I know she does write books, so at least I think. There's I'm pretty sure I have a coloring book that has like actual, on the, other side, like excerpts from the book, which is really cool. And there was another book I was excited about. I keep needing to get the Marie Trolle Star book that she released probably a good while ago, but I'm just now getting around to it. But she also has released another book, and I think it's about fairy tales, but I guess you have to buy it on another website because it's, you know, I guess there's no release for the US yet. And or other places, I'm not really sure. But I think I seen that it was a website called iMusic, maybe. And it actually really wasn't that bad to order from. It might have been cheaper than buying something off Etsy, which would be nice. But I'm torn between which one I want to get. If I want to get the one that's with the stars or the one with the fairy tale. I do tend to lean more toward fairy tale coloring books. It's just my favorite thing. Already breaking my pencil. So I've been contemplating that. And I don't really know any other coloring books that came out recently. I seen a mythographic artist. I think it was called the Artist Vault or something. I don't know, but it was really beautiful. But I sometimes have a hard time buying special edition. Well, it was hardback, and it had like really pretty purple edges. Like when you close the book, it was like purple. But I know I already have some of those, and I haven't colored in the books I have. So I decided to leave it behind, but it almost made it home with me. But I kind of thought better of it. Because I don't want it to sit on the shelf, you know, and not get used. So, but just for the sake of having it and kind of like a collecting, you know, standpoint, it would have been cool. It took great restraint, but I put it back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to be very dramatic, but it was a really pretty book, though. It's definitely, if you don't have any of the mythographic books, it'd probably be a pretty good one to start with. I didn't pay attention to the quality of the paper, though, so I don't know if it was different. That's a good question. If it had like a higher quality paper. I feel like almost some of their newer books don't have like as good of paper as they were having in some of the earlier releases. But maybe that's me just not paying attention. I wonder if the middle part, yeah, there would have to be something in the middle because it, like in this like triangle spot, because it keeps the stone in place. So it's, I mean, I guess it could be just floating there. It is a magic thing. But I'll just color that gold too. Also, another thing, I need to get onto my YouTube page, because I don't know how I didn't realize that some of my comments haven't really been notifying me that I have comments on my thing, like my app I use for running the channel. I don't know what the deal is, but I've seen some that were kind of older comments, and I feel bad because I didn't know they were there. And so I'll answer them, but just know I wasn't trying to ignore anyone. I've just been a bit distracted lately, and so I haven't really been, I guess, paying close enough attention to that, and overlooked some of them. But I'm trying to devote a little more time to the channel. It's been fun. I really like sitting down and doing these videos. They're really, it's just relaxing for me. I want a little more yellow in that area here. It really helps me feel better about it, you know, getting on here, talking to y'all for a little bit, and just getting some coloring done. Not that it's a chore, it's just hard to make myself designate time here lately to coloring, because I feel like I need to be doing other things, and you know, it's just a matter of finding the time to do it. So I'm definitely gonna make this like wood. I thought about making it a light wood color, but I think I want it to stand out because this is kind of really light brown, so I don't want it to blend in too much with that shirt. I also really liked how his beard turned out. I don't know if I've ever colored a beard. It's fun working in different types of books. I think I'm going to use ginger root to kind of go in. Well, it looks so much like his shirt that I'm going to have to find another color. Maybe beige will work. Darken that back up a little bit. And try beige. I think that works. Kind of move down a little bit. Wait till I get out of the... Okay, you can still see it. Okay, I got most of, well, I got all of that few things done. I didn't realize the boot also has a bit of the pattern from up around here. I think I'm gonna make the boot brown. Well, I got these colors out. I don't think his other boot is showing. Yeah, just the one. Maybe go ahead and... I was thinking about using a gel pen for the center part of the pattern that goes along here and up there, but I don't know. But I'm going to do that very last because I always tend to get those all over the place and real messy with the gel pens. And since I have the gold colors out, I'm also going to do around the band here. I'm going to try using cream instead of white to kind of blend this gold out. Okay, that's a working start for this part. I guess I can do the eyes for the wolf. I want to use a little bit of a harder pencil, so I'm going to go in with, well, I guess I thought I had my Faber-Castell setting out, but oh well. I'll make do with the brown that I have here. I think maybe we'll do the dark brown. Yeah, is this dark brown? Yeah. Just kind of, I probably should look up a wolf's eye, but I'm using my phone, so I really can't. Using it to film. So I'll just kind of do the best I can. Give it golden eyes though. I don't know if anyone's ever, well, it's a TV show now, but watched or listened to The Wheel of Time. But there's a character in there who is called Golden Eyes. That's what I think of when I think of coloring wolf's eyes. Small spaces, so I need to have a good sharp pencil. I did find a yellow Faber-Castell, so I'm gonna go in with that. I don't know if they look good, but it's a start. I might have to go in and touch them up. Well, I think this is all I'm going to color for today, but I'm really excited and hope that I continue with finishing this page. We'll see, but I'm definitely going to finish his outfit, and if I do, if I don't do anything else, then that'll be a good, start to this page. But I think it's turning out really cool. I'm really excited about this one. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me as I do a little bit of coloring, and hope you'll have a wonderful start to the week. Until the next time, bye y'all.